So this is one of the ways to, check if you're connected to the game, to the process itself. Good day! Today I'm gonna be using Cheat Engine on CrossCode. Now, I'm not really gonna show any cheats. I'm just simply gonna show you in this video, what kinda could be a problem. Like one of the problems that, you can't catch anything. And the method to actually check any application, any game, if you're actually connected with the cheat engine. Simple thing to catch, just to check if you're in the right application and stuff. Okay, so let's turn on the cheat engine. Okay, and let's connect this to the CrossCode. This is CrossCode, doesn't show an icon for some reason, but it's a CrossCode. Open. Okay, so now I have connected, but I can tell you right now I am not in the CrossCode, even though I, connected to the CrossCode. There we go, you can even see the icon. It's to the CrossCode, I connected to the CrossCode, you would think, but I'm not. This is not CrossCode. I don't know where I'm connected actually. It's a bit interesting with CrossCode, but anyways, simply how to check. I mean, I could catch HP, but in some games HP would be encrypted. For example, I don't know, it wouldn't be like 4 bytes, it wouldn't be like, 254, it might be, I don't know, floats, decimals, like it could be like 254.99 if for all I know, Maybe it could be even double, it could be, I don't know, it could be even more encrypted than that. It could be even 2 bytes. Though it's rarely used nowadays, but it could be. I'm gonna tell you, HP is simple 4 bytes, but I will not be able to catch it, because I'm not in CrossCode. Now, to simply check if you can actually attempt to start catching HP or something, whatever you want, we need to test, we need to check, we need to catch something that never gets encrypted in any of the games. And that thing is options. No one, I have never seen a single person encrypt their options. And oh my goodness, who are you if you encrypt your options? No one encrypts options. You don't even think about options, because who gives a damn about an option, No one actually encrypts options, so it's a very safe bet. So for example, of course, I can't see really any, percentages and stuff. For example, this slider could be like from a 0 to 100, or could be from a 0 to a 1. So in floats, this is like 1, this is like 0.5, and a half. These buttons should be like on and off, so 0, and this would be 1, English languages could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that sort of thing. But I can actually use this text speed, which is from 1 to 8. So basically, let's try and catch this, If I can catch HP, I should be able to catch options, no problem. So, first scan, 5, let's increase it to 8, let's scan for 8, we caught something, 6, and it did not change. If I were to check, yes, it did not change. So yeah, we are not in CrossCode, at least not in this game, like thing, like this stuff. Anyways, now in CrossCode, like well, not like in, it's weird why CrossCode uses this, but for example, if you were to go into and try, applications, try to connect this to something else, go into processes. Applications are these windows, like CrossCode, Cheat Engine, OBS, File Explorer always open, Photo Legacy. Okay, so this is a great way to check if you have opened and closed. I mean, I can't really tell that much. Okay, so go into processes, and you would notice, like, there's a bunch of processes, like what I use and stuff. This is like a bunch of system stuff, It's like task manager and stuff, and there's 4 crosscodes. Now these are the only ones, and these 4 crosscodes are, I don't know why it splits processing, but it splits processes. This game is purely single player, so interesting. Okay, so what we can do, and simply this would be present in, for example, let me turn on Firefox. There we go. Now if I were to check, Firefox opens a bunch of tabs. Always does that. Any browser does that, not only Firefox. So yeah, and now it should be off. Okay. So yeah, in Firefox, when you're trying to catch a web game, you would be able to, you know, open the, what was that, task manager? Yeah, in web browser's task manager, and then check, you know, which one it is. In CrossCode, you can't really open its separate task manager. I mean, you can, maybe task manager shows itself. No, it shows one. Doesn't even allow me to split it. Allow me. There we go. Maybe like this you could, you know, locate. It shows even here multiple processes, like 4. Sure. I do not understand the reasoning for this completely, you know, but whatever. Okay, so if we can't really check for this ID, you know, these numbers, we can just simply, I don't know, open and brute force. So let's try catch with this one. So new scan. Now it's 8. And it is no, it's not this one. Okay, so it's not that one. Let's go this one. Open. So 7. Let's go to 4. No, it's not this one. Another disclaimer: if you're trying to catch with, you know, trying to scan for a 0, make sure it's a small application. Don't scan zeros in the current games, because you will lag. It will lag because most of the code is 0. So you know. Okay, now this one, it's I don't know, 6. Now let's increase it to 8. No, it's not this one. So am I reading this correctly? Is this 5? I miscounted? No, maybe it is 1. Yeah. Oh yeah, I miscounted then. Yeah, when the save file is open, there creates 1. So yeah, whenever you go into a menu, one of these should actually disappear. Because, you know, for example, Hightail splits processes like this because, you know, one process is for your client, other process is for the server, which, you know, can be connected. I pressed the wrong button. Have I actually done this before? Wait, have I actually pressed the wrong button before? It could have been. But anyways, we got it. So, we got it. Now, goodness, you've been hearing music. Anyways, I'm gonna probably mute the game then. Okay, so we got these 2 values. I mean, I can change them, but I do not believe that they will change. Well, they did change like this, but if I were to check, refresh, it's still 1. Okay. Let's try and speak with this one. It didn't seem slow to me. Yep, it did not change. So yeah, I mean, it did not change. Now in some games this could be, for example, this could be my client's view, and another process would be a server view, you know, or this could be only a visual number and the actual bar moves like with different calculations. And as I said, from a 0 to 100, maybe, you know, split into 8 parts and stuff. It could be. So this, we only caught this number, not this bar, with just this number. If we were able to catch settings, can we catch HP? Let's see. 254. New first. Okay, 230. And who wants the... There we go. Yes, it seems like it's this one. So I can put them all down. Select them all. Lock. And now I should not be able to take any damage. I can actually summon another one. I'm still in the tutorial phase, so I can't get rid of my friend. But as you can see, I'm not taking any damage, and yeah, basically I'm gonna need to maybe fight a boss. But yeah, I'm not losing HP, I will not die. So this is one of the ways to, you know, check if you're connected to the game, to the process itself. Because for example, web games use different processes. CrossCode for some reason uses different processes, up to 5. And other games that create servers, you know, like Terraria, Cube World, Hightail. So yeah, this was basically a video to show you a bit how to check if you're even in the application and if you even can catch stuff. So yeah, that is all. Thanks for watching.